it's Krystal Everdeen, and today I'm going to share with you some Halloween-inspired crochet projects with patterns. So everything that I share with you in this video will be linked in the description box below, either with a pattern or with a tutorial of mine, because if you're new to my channel, I actually share crochet tutorials and other crochet-related videos on my channel. So I do want to start off with my very own projects, starting with the one that I'm wearing right now. So it does not come with the sleeves. This is actually something that I put on, but it is just a black crochet top with these spikes on them. I call it the Rose Thorn crochet top, and I do have a tutorial here on my YouTube channel on how to make it if you'd like to make one for yourself. I also have a tutorial on how to make this top, which I believe I called the Spider Witch crochet top. So again, that will be linked in the description box below along with everything else. But instead of patterns, this is a full-on video tutorial, so you could recreate it for yourself. Same thing with another project, which is this ghost cardigan. So if crochet crop tops not your thing for the spooky season because you don't live in a hot place like Florida or Southern California like me, then this cardigan would be great. And again, it has that spooky factor because I got little ghosts on it. And again, the video shows you how to make the entire cardigan from the body, the sleeves, the back, and the ghosts. So I've got you covered. I also have a tutorial on how to make this Halloween bag. So it's got little ghosts and little jack-o'-lanterns on it. And I teach you how to make each individual square and how to put everything together to make it a little cute bag for Halloween time. And lastly, I have two Nightmare Before Christmas crochet items on here because I love Nightmare Before Christmas. And the first one is a very old one. It is this Jack Skellington cup cozy, and I believe that was like one of my very first crochet tutorials ever. And it's really easy. So even though it's an old video, it's a good one, oldie but goodie. And again, it's easy, so if you're a beginner to crochet, I believe that you will be able to do it. However, my last crochet video of how to make a Nightmare Before Christmas item is, I wouldn't necessarily call it a tutorial, it's more like a crochet with me, more like a, this is how I made it so you could try and recreate it, but I was making it in a rush, so I didn't give you like step-by-step instructions on how to make it, but it's like a general idea of how to make one yourself. And it is this Oogie Boogie hat. I love this Oogie Boogie hat. I made it for an event that I was hosted at for Disneyland, and it was awesome, and I absolutely love that I was able to pull it off very last minute. I think I had like 3 or 4 failed attempts on making an Oogie Boogie hat. It just like, I would crochet it and then I would hate it, and then I would unravel it, and then I would crochet it again, and then I would hate the way it fits, and then I would unravel it, and I was in a pinch. So I'm very proud that I made this. However, I'm just sad that it wasn't like step by step, because again, I didn't know what I was doing. But anywho, sorry about that little spiel. Just want to give you some background just in case you click on that video and you're like, this is not a step-by-step tutorial or a pattern. But hopefully it helps on giving you an idea of how to recreate your very own Oogie Boogie hat, because it's cool. So those are all of the Halloween crochet items that you could find on my channel, but let's go ahead and check out the rest of the internet. So there's this skull shawl that you can make, and I thought this looked really cool. And for this one, again, it's not a video tutorial. These are now going to all be patterns that are linked in the description box below. So if you love following written patterns, oh, I got you. So they'll be linked in the description box below. And in addition to the skull shawl, there's also these skull pants, which, holy cow, look how cool these look. Anybody who wears these are going to look so cool just automatically, because I mean, what? They look really cool. And again, everything is linked in the description box below. I don't know why I keep repeating that, but just know that everything I share is linked in the description box below. And still kind of keeping with the skull slash like skeleton theme is this skeleton kind of like vest pullover detailing that you could add on top of a shirt or a tank top just to make your outfit more spooky. So I thought that one was really cool. Last on our like wearable crochet project ideas is this ghost shawl, which looks so cool. It's like a subtle nod where it's not like in your face, kind of like this is a skull. It's like when you look closely you can see the little ghosts. Like from far away it's just like a white little innocent shawl, but it's actually haunted. Just kidding. But I thought that it was really cool, and I love the ghost details on it, and I think this would be so fun to make and to rock this Halloween season. Alrighty, so on to Halloween bags. Again, I already shared you the one that I made last year, and then again, that is linked in the description box below. I really love this one, but I do kind of want to make an updated one. Oh, there are so many projects I want to do this Halloween season. I don't know if I'll have time. I'll probably have time for like 3 of them. I'll give you a hint for my next project I'm planning on doing. It involves kind of what I'm wearing right now, but just crochet version. Okay, but that's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, let's go on to the crochet Halloween bags, starting with this jack-o'-lantern bag. I really like the way it's made. I don't think I've ever made a bag like this where it's like made up of different kind of like squares, I think, and then put together and to make this shape. I thought it was pretty cool, and then like the whole jack-o'-lantern aspect is really adorable as well. However, I would love to make something like this ghost face bag, which I thought was so cool, and it always blows my mind to think that as a crocheter you can make things like this and you don't need a machine or anything. You just like hand make it, and I thought it was wild, and it's definitely something that I want to dive into and try out more. I have done a couple of motifs, but they're like simple designs like heart shapes and like a star or something like that, but like full-on characters and full-on, you know, scenes, this is amazing, and I do want to try it out. And I feel like it's actually easier than you might think, because again, all you need to do is follow a pattern, and it'll come out. It'll just appear as you continue crocheting, and I just think that's wild and really cool and really fun. So if you want to challenge yourself, I would suggest either trying out this pattern or something similar where it's like a motif and you get to make like a whole scene in your crochet project, either in a bag or a sweater or whatever. But anywho, I thought this was really cool. Now moving on to plushies. Well, I guess this was not really a plushie, but it's a pillow. I kind of just put it in the plushies. Anywho, it is this Halloween cookie inspired pillow, and I thought that was adorable because I always go for the hunt for those Pillsbury Halloween cookies every single year. They're so hard to find for me for some reason. I guess everybody who lives in my general area just stocks up on them once they come out, and then I'm left with none. But anywho, I thought this was adorable. Now this is actually not a motif. It is they made the pillow, and then I think they cut out some felt and then made the design on top. But if you want to find one that's like an actual motif of it, I'm sure that that's out there. But I feel like if you don't want to do the whole motif thing and use like different colored yarn and stuff, you could just get some felt and sew that on there to make the design. So I thought that was pretty easy and fun idea for you. And I thought these plushies were adorable. So yes, there was a huge crochet bee trend for a while there, and this kind of riffs off of that. They're zombies. So they're the Halloween version of the crochet bee that got so popular, and I thought that was really cute, and I thought that was just adorable. You could swap out those regular bees that you have hanging out throughout the rest of the year for these zombies. And then we have these adorable little ghost plushies. I don't know if they're called plushies or just like little crochet dolls, I guess. And these ones have like cute little Halloween hats, like a candy corn or a witch hat or like things like that. Those are really cute, and they're like little adorable smiley blushy cute ghosts, and I love that. There's also these ghosts, which are like rounder and even cuter, which I did not think it was possible, but I mean, these are smaller, so you could actually use them as like little keychains too, so I think those are really adorable. So we have 2 sets of ghost patterns with different hats and stuff. So cute. And then we have this candy corn plushie thing, which you can make it small and make it into like a little keychain, kind of like the other ghosts, or you could make it big and it could be a candy corn pillow that you could like put on display and stuff. I thought that was really cute. Overall, look at how adorable the little candy corn is. Okay, now these ones are, I feel like they're a little bit more advanced, and these are the crochet cat patterns, and they're like Halloweenified. So one's like a ghost, one is a like jack-o'-lantern, and one's a witchy cat, and I thought those were all so cute. There's also this cat crochet, or this crochet cat pattern where the cat's coming out of the jack-o'-lantern. I feel like this is like a bigger project, and I thought these were just adorable for all you cat lovers out there. And then, I know not everybody likes spiders, but I thought this one was actually pretty cute, and it came out really cool. Like, I love the shape of it too, and I just thought this was really fun to make. You can make, again, a small one for a keychain or just like a little buddy, or you can make it big. You can make it big, and you could place it in your house and kind of spook people, even though I feel like it's too cute and cuddly to be like spooky, but, well, to be scary. I feel like it's too cute and cuddly to be scary, but I feel like it does give off that spooky factor. So not necessarily scary, but spooky, where it's like cute, but a little scary, so spooky. And of course, I had to find some number for Christmas items as well, starting with this Zero like baby toy. At least it kind of reminds me of a baby toy where they're like soldered on the top and then it's like a little like blanket napkin on the bottom. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know if it was intended to be that, but yeah, we got the solid Zero head on top, and then on the bottom it's like more like loose kind of stitching, so it could like be flowy and stuff, which makes sense for the character because that's essentially what he is. He's a dog head with a ghost body. Well, I guess he's all ghost, but like the top of him is the most solid and the rest is very, very flowy, so it makes sense. Anywho, I thought that was really cute. Next up, we have this Jack and Sally planter pattern. So in addition to like the actual planter itself, that's Jack and Sally, it also teaches you how to make the actual succulents in it too, so the full thing is crocheted. I thought that was very interesting and cool. You never have to worry about watering them, making sure they have enough sun, because it's just crochet plants. And then the planter itself is spooky. And then we have this Jack Skellington black and white blanket, and I thought that was really cool, where you just have variations of Jack Skellington's head on there. I think in this one, he has all the same facial expressions, but I think it'd be really fun if you change his facial expression and every Jack is just like a different like face that he makes. I think that'd be really cool. Or you could just recreate this one exactly, and I still think that it's really fun and really cool. And then back to the motif thing, you could recreate the very iconic number for Krystal where Jack and Sally are on Spiral Hill, and you could turn this into a blanket as well. And I thought this was really cool because, again, I'm just blown away with what you could actually crochet yourself and you don't need a machine for, so you could try and recreate that. And an even crazier motif to me was this one, because look how professional that looks. Holy cow, it's a full-on huge blanket of Jack Skellington's bust, I guess, like from here up, and it looks amazing. It looks absolutely amazing. This looks genuinely store-bought, and it's just, I want to try and recreate it, to be honest. But then again, I really don't need a blanket because, again, I live in Southern California. It is hot here, so there's really no need for me to make blankets, but I just want to know that I could actually recreate this and feel so cool, because I know people are going to think that it's store-bought, and I'm like, no, I made it myself. Anywho, another really cool project that I would suggest you try out if you're interested in crocheting your very own number for Christmas items. And oh my gosh, I saw this project right here. Someone made that. That is not machine made. Like, someone made that, and then they also wrote down how to recreate it so that you can make it too. And I just like, wow. This looks so good. And I mean, I have no words. It's just like very spooky, very cool, very much need to recreate it because look how fun that is. And I love the colors that they use too. It's just like so detailed, and that's so amazing that you could just, you know, purchase the pattern online and follow it and make this yourself. That's just wild to me, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And then I also found something that's a little bit easier, kind of more on my level, where I don't really have much experience with the crochet motifs. I would want to do something like this to start off, which is just a moon and the bats flying into the moon. Very spooky, very fun, very simple and easy to recreate probably. I feel like it's something that you could either make into like a big blanket, or you can make it smaller and just be one of the squares that you add into an overall like themed Halloween blanket. You can make like the bats, and then you can make Jack Skellington square, and then you can make a like a ghost square or a jack-lantern square, and then like have a whole themed either Halloween bag or a blanket. It'd be pretty cool. But anywho, that's another spooky motif that you could try. In addition to motifs, I've also always been impressed by people who crochet like doilies, because man, that looks hard. I've never done it before, but the fact that you have to use a tiny little hook and super thin yarn to make essentially lace, it just blows my mind. I feel like you have to have a lot of patience for that because that's going to take forever. With thicker yarn, it's faster because it's thick, so it takes up more space. But with thin yarn, you have to crochet more because it's so thin. And anywho, the next couple of items are doily related. And again, I think that they look absolutely amazing. So this one seems like the easiest to recreate because the yarn looks a little bit thicker. And it is this spider doily. So in addition to like using it for its intended doily purposes, which is just to put it on the table for decoration or to put plates on top of, you could also use this pattern to make clothes out of it, and it'll look really cool because essentially, again, in my mind, doilies look like lace, and you could use the doily pattern to alter it and make it into like an actual outfit. That's just in my mind, but yeah, I thought that was really cool. So in addition to the spider web, you got the spider in there, and I thought that was fun. And then, oh my gosh, we have this full-on coffin skeleton doily, which I'm like, look how amazing that looks. That looks so cool. And again, I feel like it takes a lot of patience, but again, I've never done it before. Maybe you're like, dude, it's so easy, but I don't know, they look super cool. And you could again make this into an actual doily, little decoration for your home, or you could integrate it into some other project. And then similarly, we have this skull doily that you can use. Doesn't that look like lace? Like, you can make this and turn it into either like a shawl or a poncho or a little like umbrella. What's the name for those fancy umbrellas? I'm not sure what the name for the fancy umbrellas are, but so many possibilities. And yet another skull doily pattern as well. There's so many of them, so like different variations that fit into your personality better, whichever one you like the best. And the last item in this Halloween crochet inspiration video is a pair of crochet wings, because I thought that was really, really unique. I never really thought to crochet myself wings for Halloween time, and I know this is like really different than literally anything else that I shared in this video, but I kind of want to make it the last one because it might segue into yet another crochet inspired video, but crochet costume related. So stay tuned for that. Again, everything that I share with you in this video will be linked in the description box below. All 31 Halloween inspired crochet ideas. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, found it interesting, entertaining, or helpful. And if you did, please give a big thumbs up before you go. Check out the rest of my channel. I have so many crochet related videos on there, ranging from beginner friendly tutorials to crochet with me's to how I style my crochet projects. Just so many crochet related things. You're going to love them. And again, everything that I share with you today will be linked in the description box below, so you can go ahead and check that out. Thank you so much again for watching. I hope you have a very spooktacular Halloween season. Have fun crocheting, and don't forget to click the red subscribe button if you have not already, so I can see you next time. Bye, and have a magical day.